All right, let's talk about something we've all been through, something that is just universally awkward, the crush voice. You know what I'm talking about. It's basically a very specific type of performance anxiety. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why it happens and, way more importantly, give you a real practical playbook to get your actual voice back when it really counts. I mean, you know this feeling, right? You see them, maybe across the room, and you've got the perfect, cool, casual hello all planned out in your head. But then you open your mouth, and what comes out is something else entirely. A voice that's suddenly higher or weaker, a voice that is definitely not yours. So what on earth is going on?
Well, let's actually put a name to it. We're calling it the crush voice phenomenon. It's that completely baffling moment when your voice just decides to have a mind of its own, usually at the exact second you want to be your most confident self.
And yeah, the symptoms are probably all too familiar. Your voice just gets thin, maybe it even cracks a little bit. All that nice, deep bass you normally have, gone, vanished. Then you start talking way too fast, just trying to get the words out, and you end up kind of stumbling over them. It's like a classic case of vocal self-sabotage.
So, the big question is, why does this happen? Look, it is not a personality flaw, I promise. It's actually a biological chain reaction. So let's dive into what's happening inside your brain and your body when all that social pressure suddenly hits. Okay, so it all kicks off when your brain flags the situation as like a high-stakes moment. This isn't just a casual chat anymore. In your head, it's an audition. And that triggers a small but really potent adrenaline spike, kind of like a mini fight-or-flight response. Your body immediately reacts to that adrenaline. Your muscles get tight, your breathing changes, and yep, your voice is pretty much the first casualty. And this whole thing leads to a state that we can call hyper-awareness. See, normally, speaking is automatic, right? You don't think about how to form words. But in this moment, your brain is just screaming at you, don't mess this up, sound cool, say something smart. And that internal monologue completely interrupts the natural automatic process, and that's when things get awkward.
So when you boil it all down, it's a really simple but powerful cocktail of emotions. It's attraction mixed with fear. You care about the outcome, which cranks up the pressure, which causes your body to react. Honestly, it's a completely normal response to a situation you're emotionally invested in. All right, let's get even more specific now. Why does all the deep, rich tone in your voice just evaporate? The answer here is pure physiology. Just look at this contrast. It's wild. To get that deep, resonant voice, you need a few things: a relaxed chest, nice steady breathing, and a loose throat. But anxiety? It does the exact opposite. It tightens your chest. It makes you breathing all shallow and up high, and it constricts your throat muscles. Your body is literally creating the worst possible conditions for your natural voice to come out.
And this is so important. I really want you to let this sink in. That higher, weaker baby voice you hear, that isn't the real you failing. It is a direct, physical result of tension in your vocal cords. That is it. It's a mechanical issue, not a you issue.
Okay. Enough about the problem, right? We get what it is. We know why it happens. Now for the good part, the playbook. Let's talk about how to reclaim your voice and take back control. So the fix here has two parts. It's physical and it's mental. The big idea is to stop focusing on trying to impress them and start focusing on just resetting your own body. Here's a super simple 3-step reset you can do in seconds right before you say anything. First, just exhale slowly. Make that exhale longer than your inhale. This instantly starts to calm your nervous system down. Second, consciously drop your shoulders. I guarantee you're holding tension there without even realizing it. And third, relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth, just let it go slack. This one move instantly releases so much tension in your throat. Next up, think about changing your opening line. That careful, drawn-out, "Hi," is just loaded with pressure. Instead, aim for the kind of super low-effort greeting you'd give a friend. Something like, "Yo," or just, "Hey." See, when you aim for casual, you automatically relax your vocal cords. Less effort actually equals a better, deeper voice. It's kind of counterintuitive, but it works.
Now that adrenaline in your system makes you want to rush. You have to fight that urge. So force yourself to speak about 20% slower than your brain is telling you to. I know it's going to feel painfully slow to you, but I promise to the other person, it's going to sound calm, measured, and super confident.
And this right here is probably the biggest shift you can make. You have to stop trying to impress. The more you try to sound cool or smart or deep, the worse it gets.
Your new mindset has to be simply, I'm just talking. That's it. The whole goal is just to release the pressure. When you do that, your natural voice will follow.
And finally, you gotta practice. Don't wait for that one big, high-stakes moment. Use all those little everyday opportunities. Talking to a cashier, greeting the barista, making small talk with a stranger. The goal here is to train your brain that a brief interaction with someone new is a totally normal, low-pressure thing. Because at the end of the day, real confidence isn't about putting on an impressive performance. It's just about being relaxed enough to be present in the moment. It's about sounding like yourself. So the next time you feel that pressure building, just remember to reset, relax, and know you're just talking.